Hello, I'm FPX, and welcome back to our Minecraft news video. Today I have some very important news to share with you all if you're a Minecraft PC player. So, if you are a Minecraft PC player, or you intend to be one soon, make sure you watch this video. There's some absolutely crucial changes happening with Java Edition, which you really need to know about because it does affect everything starting tomorrow. And we also have some news regarding all platforms and the 1.14 update. So, there are so many blocks coming in this update. We've seen lots of them already. Dinnerbone's been teasing and showing off a bunch of features, but he's also mentioned there's one big feature we haven't learned anything about. It was one he was working on for quite some time, and today we finally learned what it is because the lectern is coming to Minecraft. That's right, the lectern block, you're seeing it in the background, is officially coming to Minecraft with the 1.14 update, and this seems like a small thing, but let me explain to you why this is such a big deal, because it's been in development for over 5 years now. So with that said, I hope you do all enjoy this video. Like it if you do like Minecraft news, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do like these sorts of things. But let's dive into the two big pieces of news, starting with the lectern. So, like I said, Dinnerbone has been teasing this for quite some time, but today he finally revealed the secret block we knew nothing about before was going to be the lectern. So the lectern is quite interesting because it is one of those really old features from Minecraft that came and then was removed kind of behind the scenes, and then we never saw anything of again, but today has finally come back. So let's talk about the lectern a bit in case you have not heard anything about it, because the lectern was planned to come to Minecraft over 5 years ago now, and it was something that Dinbone kind of wanted to have at the same time as enchant tables. As like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was a place for like books, we could make it magical maybe. Here's even the image we saw of it. He fully modeled the thing, but then he just decided to remove them from the game, and interestingly enough, he even confirms 4 years ago, so another year later, on Reddit that I revisited them again recently and then scrapped them again. Something with them doesn't feel right to me, and I don't know what or why. And I've just found that interesting that like, oh yeah, there was this feature, he added it, removed it, then added it, and then removed it again, all behind the scenes before we'd ever been able to play with it, and now finally it's coming to Minecraft. It's worth noting there's technically a chance it could be removed, but here is the lectern that was just announced to come to Minecraft today. So again, it's interesting to see the transition. I think the new lectern looks dozens of times better than the old one, and this is because it's designed by Jasper, who is the on-team, you know, like texture artist, and it's going to fit with the new textures for Minecraft rather than the old ones, which means it might look out of place, you know, surrounded by your current stuff, but it is designed to work with the next update. So you can see it's like a wooden pressure plate with like a half bookcase in there, with then a little wooden slab on top, and the goal of the lectern is going to be to have books be readable, because someone asked him in response, what would be the difference between reading a book in the hand and in there, and Dinnerbone responds saying that multiple people can read it without needing to take the item. And that seems like a pretty good definition to me. We're going to have lecterns, which are going to be a way to read books together, which at first I read that and I'm like, you know, honestly, when do I read books in Minecraft? When does reading books ever affect my Minecraft game? And the answer for me is probably never. However, the real use here is one, in survival, like, you know, community worlds, you can have a book that everyone can share that's just kind of like down on the table, so everyone can always read the rules at the same time together. You don't just have to duplicate a book 8 times, you can have one book on the lectern, which will be kind of fun. And the other value is in adventure maps, you can have rules and instructions which are too long for a sign be in one of these lecterns as well. And given that, you know, Dinnerbone said it was too useless before and now he's updating it, there's going to be some other use for this. I can't say what that use will be, but given that he said the, you know, the just reading books thing was kind of pointless before, I have to imagine there'll be some bigger purpose for the lectern in 1.14. So yeah, really excited. Lectern is coming. It's one of the most interesting looking blocks I think we've seen so far. It's not just a variation on an existing block, it's like 3 different blocks combined, but then also a bit mixed up, and I'm just a big fan is what I'm saying here. So yeah, that is the lectern, a brand new item coming in 1.14. I'm kind of interested to see where this one does go, and that's something we'll see in the snapshots, which is starting next week. Again, I'll be covering those on this channel, but in case you're curious about the other big news, the news you need to know if you're a PC player, I wanted to talk about this second because I know a lot of people, you know, aren't interested in the Java they play on, you know, like a phone, tablet, console, whatever, and the Java version doesn't cross their mind. However, if you've been playing Minecraft for quite some time, like myself, the Java version is where it all started and where it still all is for a lot of people. It's still where a lot of the PC community is, and that's why this is important news, because Minecraft tweets out saying, heads up miners and crafters, as of Friday, October 19th at 11 AM Central European Time, Minecraft Java Edition will no longer include a copy of Minecraft for Windows 10, but don't fret, if you have a code, you can still redeem it after Friday. So if you don't know what this is referring to, when you buy Minecraft Java right now, they give you a free copy of Minecraft Windows 10. However, that is going to stop after October 19th, which means if you want to buy Minecraft Java or you want to buy Minecraft Windows 10, you will have to buy the 2 games separately, which sounds like it's a big outrage. They're taking this thing away, like why are they not, you know, bundling the games together? But it kind of makes sense. It was a limited time offer when they first introduced it, that they figured like, oh yeah, let's let the Java players play Windows 10 because they've been supporting for so long. It was like the alpha beta discount thing, but here's a free copy of the game. It makes sense that it had to end at some point. I think the short notice you could maybe argue against, but remember, these are 2 separate games developed by 2 separate parts of the same studio, and they feel like 2 entirely separate games. You need to remember that they are 2 separate games. For a lot of purposes, they just happen to run on the same platform, which is Windows 10. So now we've gotten that out of the way, the big thing here is like, so clearly this is a step towards, cancelling the Java edition, right? And I'll be honest, the entire time, seeing Minecraft on the warpath of just cancelling versions of the game left and right, at some point soon it looks like the PS4 edition might be cancelled too, because obviously, now crossplay is possible with Sony. Given that all of these versions are being cancelled, why not the Java edition too? And the reason that I believe otherwise with this one, because I'll be honest, I used to think, oh yeah, it's just a matter of time. It's a question of when and not if they'll cancel the Java. That's what I figured this entire time, but let me admit right here in a video on the internet, I'll do the thing that no one likes to do on the internet, but I'll admit, I think I was wrong, because although, it would make sense for them to cancel Java, because maybe some people would move on, the truth is, even if they cancel Java, lots of people still will play it and still will play community servers, so why not support it anyway? Because the big benefits of having two versions of the game, both working simultaneously, is they both get features from each other. They said at this Minecon, even though they don't want to have the two versions work perfectly synced up, that's why there's so many more updates on Bedrock, but they're going to be smaller, they don't want the two versions to be perfectly synced up, but both teams can help each other to kind of implement features in a way that's better for them. Having two separate teams work on the same set of features, counterintuitively, is actually a good thing for Minecraft as a whole. So that's why I think they, that's one thing I think they've realized in the past year that makes them less likely to want to, but the other reason is when we dive into the responses from various people who actually work on the game. So for instance, first of all, when I tweeted this out yesterday saying make sure you buy the game now, because that's the most important thing, make sure you buy the game before tomorrow if you don't already, basically Helen Angel responded saying thank you for clarifying that both editions will continue to be a focus too. Again, really, like, a lot of people are saying the exact opposite, but I don't believe that's the case, so she responded like kind of confirming that right there. And then also we have Dinnerbone a few days ago responding to someone who said that Minecraft Java was being sunsetted, which is the tech term for like, kind of like putting it to bed and like getting rid of it slowly to phase in a newer product. He said that we've just hired more developers for Minecraft Java Edition than we've ever had before and are investing heavily in its tech. No sunsetting here, very much confirming that the plan is to keep Java Edition going for the foreseeable future. No doubt it's making enough sales to justify its own kind of like, continuation for quite some time, and given the number of developers that are working on it, and given they keep hiring new people, it would be so weird to hire a lot of, again, Java-specific developers for a game they intended to cancel next year. That would just be wasteful on Microsoft's part. I think they do want to keep the two versions running side by side, partly because of the fact that, like I said, it helps them out right now and there's no reason to cancel it, and partly because of the fact that I think the backlash would just be too much. Like, so many people would be like, why are you cancelling updates? There's no need for this. The huge community backlash would be, like, again, it would be huge and extreme, and given that there's no point in poking a bee's nest for something that they wouldn't necessarily directly benefit from, I don't think it's something they want to do. Also keep in mind that the Minecraft Java Edition, the demographics are different to the rest of Bedrock. Again, there's a lot of very, very young people who play Minecraft Bedrock, whereas Minecraft Java is less accessible, so it tends to be like at the very least teens and up, and with a lot of very old adult players, they're different demographic bases playing different games on different servers with different, feels, wants, needs, etc. And because of that, it doesn't really necessarily make sense to fuse the two games together. I think they'll make more steps to make it easier to transition from Java to Bedrock, and maybe eventually from Bedrock to Java, but I really do think they want to keep two separate products going at the same time. And before you respond to this whole thing saying, it's like at the Microsoft shill, you're defending them, they're going to slowly erode it, and then suddenly there'll be no Minecraft Java, let me just say that I've criticized Microsoft a lot on this channel, so much so that they decided to stop, sending me things, inviting me to various events, and, that's a bad decision on a business level, but I do it because I prefer being honest on this channel. The whole point of making these news videos is to be honest in the news rather than just report the line that they're saying, even if it seems kind of incorrect. The point is to dive into it, analyze, and talk about what I really think is happening, and in a lot of cases before, I was right about what happened, and it wasn't a popular opinion, but again, it's just how things are on the internet. A lot of people are going to attack you for a lot of reasons, and I just want to say, I am not making my opinions to be popular, or I'm not making my opinions to, get Microsoft to try and sell things. It's just what I really think is going down here to hopefully inform you about what's happening in a real and honest way. But with that said, I hope you did all enjoy this video. I hope you all learned something about either the lectern or about Minecraft Java and Windows 10 changes. Again, from when this video goes live, you have about 18 hours to go out and buy Minecraft Java Edition, get the free Windows 10 code. Again, if you buy a Java Edition code now, you get the Windows 10 code that can be redeemed whenever. So again, it just makes sense to do it. If you intend on playing Minecraft Java in the next even year or two, make sure you buy it now, because then you can have both copies. Also, Minecraft, when it comes to price, only goes up. It doesn't ever come down. It's gone up several times in its history, and I don't believe it's ever gone down, even for sales and stuff. So keep that in mind as, the news for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. Like if you liked it, share if you liked it, subscribe if you're around here. Make sure you turn on notifications, and I need to end the video now so we stay under 10 minutes, and people can't yell about that too. So have a nice day, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye.